White male fail. This goes out to all the crazed, lunatic, deranged white supremacists who believe that their crazed insanity will be tolerated by anyone, anywhere, across the globe. It will not be, and it has not been. You know your time is up, is over. So now you're content in thinking or half-ass believing that people care anything about your deranged lunatic fester. You see, you folks are the problem. You folks are and have always been the problem. You have never been anything but a problem. Now, with that, the armies of the world not only have had it, not only are coming for you, they have had it. They all have had it. All black people in particular. But now Asia is waking up. Being woke, as you like to say. Woke, 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 woke. Everyone's becoming woke. South America has recently ushered in a new wave of leftists. Just new wave of leftists. President of Chile, I believe, is how you say it. Leftist. Far leftist, as a matter of fact. Organizer. Of course, we already know about Peru. We know about Nicaragua. We know about now the Lula da Silva coming in Brazil again, more popular than ever, as well as Bolivia and Venezuela, of course. It's just we know it's over. It's a wrap for you guys. You creatures have been defeated completely and utterly. Uh, as a matter of fact, leftists are winning all around. For those of you who don't know history about the United States, it's been basically off and on, Democrat, Republican for the longest time, just off and on. This recent election not only was a really, really, really big win for Democrats, it was win for the left completely. Overall, worldwide, it was just an enormous win. Barack Obama, 8 years, and then his vice president coming in a short 4 years after that. This is just stupendous. A lot of countries have yet to have a female head of state or a female vice. So, or a head of state that is not the ethnicity of the majority of the folks that reside and dwell in. So, as it stands, as it stands. But now we have to address something, the uneasy piece, or the calm before the storm. The calm before the storm is just that inevitable conflict that will come from the loser descendants of white supremacist agitators and barbarians, slavers, and terrorists that feel they were wronged somehow historically. They historically feel their ancestors and their ancestry should not be blamed for their failures. These creatures do not like black people because their parents told them not to, and their parents before that, and their parents before that, and their parents before that, which means their parents before that were the reason why we're all in this mess anyway. It's because their parents were slavers. They were slavers. This is true. They were rapists. Rapists. R-A-P-I-S-T. Rapist. They were rapists. They raped people. That's what they did, people. Some people were cannibals back then. Some people married their daughters. Some people had sex with animals back then. It is what it is. It's just the truth, people. If you don't believe it's the truth, research it. Research it right now. Type in the Donner Party and see what that was about. Some folks just did not do what is considered politically correct this day and age. That's just fact. So now, those descendants, knowing their history is maligned and ridiculed, rightfully so, will not accept this state they find themselves in, which is their own fault, because it's not anyone else's fault. It's not anyone else's fault that their ancestors did bad by the people of the earth. The BTK killers bind, torture, kill. The BTK killer's daughter now has to walk around her whole life knowing her father was a serial killer. That's just how it is. On the flip side, Michael Jordan's children get to walk around with their heads held high, knowing their daddy, their pop, is regarded as the greatest sports athlete, arguably athlete of all time. Definitely on paper, historically on paper, and has companies and a net worth of billions. It's just what it is. It is what it is. You can't fault people just for acknowledging history, just for acknowledging the past. All you have to do is try harder next time. Try harder not to make the same disgusting, horrid mistakes as your ancestors. But that is not happening. That is not happening because they will not allow it to happen. They are for failure. The white male grievance industry and the white male victimhood cult praises failure. They think failures are successes. They think firings are good. They think shunnings by society are the best thing that can happen to you because their cult tells them to. They are a cult, urged on by cult leaders like John McWhorter, Glenn Lowry, David Duke, and other racist white supremacists. They are urged to throw away their thinking of political correctness, of correct thought, of this society, of civilization. They are urged to throw all that away for their feelings, for their pro-white, anti-black feelings. They are urged to behave like animals, like beasts, mongrels, even, because their feelings are hurt, because their parents hurt their chances of living a good life. And that's just how it is, folks. If you have crappy parents, you will not always, but more than likely have a crappy. Certain things could even be the opposite. You could have well-to-do, upstanding pillars of the community parents, and well, there's just that one child that is the mess up. And that, white males, Neanderthals, are you in regards to everyone else.